and opening day of the Masters. Our Throwback Thursday playlist will include some classic baseball theme songs and even that sappy Masters music. We'll have all of that coming for you throughout the show today. Now, today is special because we are coming to you from Toyota Field. It is Media Day for the Rocket City Trash Pandas, who are off to Birmingham tomorrow to begin the Southern League season. I mean, it feels good to say Southern League, too, you know? I mean, baseball restoring those classic names, International League, Eastern League, Southern League, Pacific Coast League. I mean, they did it right by doing that. And right off the top of the show today, we're joined now by Andy Schatzley. He is the manager, the new manager of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And, Andy, welcome to the show, man. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you guys for having me.
I mean, let's tee it up and play. I mean, look at it. I mean,
yes,
this is great weather here. And going to be a little bit of a cold front coming in here over the weekend, but you guys will be in Birmingham and ready to go. And does it seem like when you start spring training, it seems like it's going to be forever, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, damn, I got to do this, I got to do that, and get ready for the season.
It sounds like you're speaking from experience. It's been we were in Tempe from about the middle of February until now, and it's a little bit of Groundhog Day. It's 7 days a week, like it is for most of us, really, from the middle of February. And if you're lucky enough to have a chance to go to Instructional League through the end of October, and it's Groundhog Day for about 6 weeks, and then you absolutely drink out of a fire hydrant for about 48 or 72 hours to try to travel across the country, relocate. Baseball's a game of rhythm and flow, and so you get into a good rhythm, you get into a good flow of spring training, and then that gets completely disrupted. And so we've got to get everything reset, try to mix some workouts in here and there, and try to reestablish as much rhythm as we can before we go to Birmingham tomorrow.
I just glanced at your watch. You realize you're still in Arizona time, right?
I am on Arizona time.
It's 8:06 in the morning on your watch. I'm like, what time? What's he got? 8:06.
If you really want to know the truth, I passed it around the clubhouse yesterday. It's not only on Arizona time, it's also on military time, so I can read it never. It's more of a prop at this point. So,
shake the guys up, tell them, hey, my watch is a military time.
I offered $30 yesterday for anybody that could reset my watch, and nobody was able to.
That's fantastic.
Good.
You usually always have that one guy in the clubhouse, though, that's like a geek with technology.
Well,
Don't you have that technology
I told
geek,
them that the reason for the reward system is I scanned the locker room and tried to find the one person that I felt like would be able to do it, and I landed on no one, so I ended up just offering up, put $30 on the table and said, anybody that can bring this back to me, reset, and they just brought me my money back. So
the other option is to go down to Best Buy or someplace like that, buy a watch.
Yeah,
because you need a Central Time watch now for the next 4 months.
If you would have seen our schedule for the last 2 days, you would know why. And listen to my wife talk about my schedule the last 2 days, you would know why there's not 10 minutes to go to Best Buy. So
what was it like early on in camp before the Major League guys showed up, before this thing was settled? Did it feel any different? Because you kind of had the joint to yourself, I would think.
That's a really good question, and yes, it felt slightly different because one, I mean, we don't live in cocoons, so you know what's going on. You've got radars up to it. You're doing your best to keep your head down and control what you can control. The one nice thing about it is we knew it wasn't going to affect our schedule. We knew it wasn't going to affect opening day. What was strange about it is players that are on the 40-man roster that maybe you had a year ago that you had a relationship with and that you're kind of accustomed to at least sending occasional text to are completely off limits, and so that was a little bit of a unique type scenario. And there's going to be a few extra guys that would normally be in big league camp that you're around for a little longer. So I would say you're aware that things are not completely business as usual, but it didn't really disrupt anything that we were doing from a camp standpoint.
Did they have all the guys together, the AAA guys, the AA guys, the A guys, at that point in time? Are they all together? Because if this would have dragged on, there would have been a trickle-down effect.
Right.
The 40-man guys out, and then that means some of your guys would have been in Salt Lake and so on.
We had not started playing games yet, so it was more of a full camp setting. I mean, there was a little bit of breakdown from a schedule standpoint that most of the older guys, for the majority of the time kind of get the priorities whenever it comes to scheduling, but the working groups hadn't been established yet before the CBA was finalized.
Yeah. Now, you were in High A before this. You've been with the Angels organization a couple of years now, but you were in High A. Talk about just what the differences that you see between High A and now Double A.
Well, it's just kind of the differences that you see at any level of anything. The margins just get tighter the higher you go. There is a difference between the Corn Ferry Tour and what these guys are doing at the Masters today. There's less margin for error, and that's the most concise way to word it. It is a faster game each level that you go up, and fewer mistakes are made. each level that you go up. So the game becomes more difficult, and every error or mistake is magnified, and so the margins are just tighter. It's as simple as I can say it.
It's also Andy Schatzley with us. He is the manager of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. The other thing you're dealing with, which is, I've talked to minor league managers in the past, and this is always kind of the delicate deal. You've got guys that are really happy to be here because they're now in Double-A, they're getting paid, whatever it is, they got a bonus, and we know that the situation with minor league players has improved this year through Major League Baseball. That's going to help. But you got a lot of guys that don't want to be here because they want to be at AAA, and then they want to be in the majors. So it's how do you kind of deal with them? And look, for the moment, you're playing in front of these 6,000 people, and you're trying to put as much good stuff out there as possible.
I don't think that that's on the managers as much as people think it is. I think the professionalism of the players, at least the ones that I've been exposed to, is probably underappreciated a little bit. These guys know what they need to do. These guys are pros for a reason. They're here for a reason, and so part of that desire to advance and improve their career and improve a lot of their families is is really all the motivation they need to stay focused and stay in the present moment. Really, I said this last night. We've got two main sets of goals here. The one is to be playing meaningful games in September, and which these guys did a year ago. And the second one is for as many players to move as possible. So you hope you're playing meaningful games in September, and you hope that there are as few of these guys as possible still here to see it. So.
And that's the key. I mean, there's a lot about development. Obviously, this is all about development. We're Double-A. We're looking to move kids up, and we're going to see major leaguers. We don't know who they are,
100%.
But we're going to see major leaguers.
They're here.
Back in the day when I first got here in the early 2000s, you'd go to a Huntsville Stars game, and there'd be Prince Fielder and Ryan Braun played here, and Ricky Weeks played here, and the list goes on and on and on. Of course, before that, it was Jose Canseco. They called him Parkway Jose because he used to hit home runs so long they went out to the South Memorial Parkway. So when you come to a game here at Toyota Field, you're looking at some major leaguers. You're not 100% sure yet, though, who they're going to be.
100%. And there are big leaguers in our locker room. There were big leaguers that were here a year ago. You look at somebody like Brendan Davis, who is on the 40-man roster now, who had an injury in spring training that probably cost him a chance to make the major league team. I don't want to speak for Joe, and I don't want to speak for Perry, but Brendan was a guy that started the year in High A with us a year ago and hit 30 home runs over three different levels and was in major league camp this year. So you don't know who they are. I would not say that I would say that there are many big leaguers. There are many big leaguers in our locker room now, and there are many big leaguers in our system. So hopefully, like I said, we're playing meaningful games in September. Hopefully these guys move, and that's the really kind of speaks to the power of a system. If we're going to play meaningful games in September, and if every affiliate is going to be playing meaningful games in September, we've got to do our job here for the sake of Lou and the guys at Salt Lake. The guys underneath us have got to do their jobs there, and hopefully we can keep the chain moving and hopefully produce major league caliber players that are able to help us win a championship in Anaheim.
I know for our listeners here in North Alabama, what you just said is really important because a lot of times, guys will say, "Well, scoreboard doesn't matter. Development matters." Well, you know what? It matters to people around here. This is Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee country. 100%. You know what I mean? Winning means that we love you, win or tie. That's the way it is around here. So, it's cool to hear that. Look, we understand what the main goal is. But on the other hand, let's win some ball games.
100%.
Let's be a winning team.
They're 1A and 1B, and I thought whenever I was interviewing with the Angels, I thought I might have hurt myself in how I answered this question. To me, the idea that the minor leagues can be nothing but development, and the major leagues be nothing but winning is flawed logic. And so to expect these guys for it to be about nothing but about them and nothing but about their own personal development, and then try to compete and win a team cohesive title in the American League West is asinine to me. So you have to balance both of those things, and you have to. As a leader and our staff's job is to make sure that these guys realize that what is in the best interest of the organization is in their best interest for their individual career also.
Andy Schatzley with us here talking some baseball. Now you have a semi-unique situation in your past. You coached at Harding University. You were Bison over there in Arkansas.
Still am.
And still am. Usually guys I got pretty friendly with Tim Corbin over the years. I used to be in Nashville, and I was on a Vanderbilt affiliate, and he'd come on the show every week.
Incredible man.
He's an incredible man. And he could do it at the major league, especially a pitching coach. I mean, 100%. That guy cranks out pitchers like you're going out of style. But he loves the college game. A lot of guys get pigeonholed, though, as college guys. You're either a college guy or you're a pro guy. You came out of the college game into the pro game. Talk about some of the differences that you find that you're dealing with, from that.
I've found much more similarities than what I have differences. The biggest difference is the margins are tighter. Even for what they're doing in the SEC, you can overcome 2 or 3 mistakes a night. We can make one mistake here and have a chance to win. If we make 2, it's over.
Yeah.
And that goes from the managerial side too. You can make one wrong move. You make 2, you probably cost your team a chance to win. As far as the transition goes, players are players, coaches and coaches, and the game's the game. The margins are tighter, so it's not the same game because the mistakes are magnified. However, players are players, and if you're here to help people, which is I feel like the majority, I know that that's what our entire staff is here to do. Players need help, players need guidance, and that's what we're here to provide. And for me, the biggest difference, I think, if you get pigeonholed from time to time, is it just realizing that there's a difference in dealing with an 18-year-old and there's a difference in dealing with a 26 or 27-year-old. Torrey Hunter Jr. has been here for a full season. He's got a wife and 2 kids. The notion that I would talk to him the same way that I talk to Ben Browse or Jack Thomas, if I was an employee, I don't expect to be instructed or spoken to the same way whenever I'm 27 or 28 years old that I did whenever I was 18. So, as long as you have respect for what they're trying to do and you have their best interests at heart, I think the rest of the stuff kind of falls into place.
The rest of the staff is the same, your staff,
pretty
much.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. With the exception of Dan Billardello, who's new to the organization and will be serving as our bench coach.
Okay, so your bench coach is saying, but I think you have the same pitching coach, hitting instructor type deal.
100%.
So how important was that for you to be able to have those guys, because they kind of know the lay of the land around here?
The best part of the job for me, and there's some layered history there. Whenever I was hired in the fall of 2019. Went to spring training February of 2020, and I said this last night: bad time to change industries. January of 2020. But we got a chance. A few of us were fortunate enough to go back and work an extended instructional league toward the end of the 2020 year, and the best break that's happened to me in professional baseball is that I was sent there with Kenny Hook and Michael Wirtz, who are here with us now, and they are both off the charts baseball minds and off the charts people. So they were here a year ago, and we go back to really February of 2020 working together. So there's a lot of familiarity with them with here, and a lot of familiarity, between us and them.
It's good stuff, man. Give me a name or 2 or 3 of guys that we're going to want to kind of keep an eye on. We know Torrey, but I mean some of the other guys that we might want to keep an eye
on. The pitching staff, really as a whole, collectively, I hate to single one guy out because I feel really good about our depth, and from an organizational standpoint, feel really good about their age. We're looking at, I think 6 or 7 guys that were pitching in college baseball a year ago that are now starting the year in AA. Testament to the organization, testament to them. We will start Brett Carey on opening night, Mason Earl on day 2, and Coleman Crow will start the home opener, who pitched in the Arizona Fall League. So, and then from there on the position player side, Trey Cabbage and Aaron Whitefield, are new signs to the organizations that have some experience that are some older guys, 25, 26 years old, and then we're looking at 20 and 21-year-olds and Levon Soto, Kevin Maitan, and Jeremiah Jackson. So we're really excited about the blend of youth and experience and depth that we have on this roster.
Now, on the Oakland A's, the pitcher gets to pick the uniform that they're going to wear that night. He knows whether they're wearing green or yellow or white or whatever. Who picks the uniform? Because you guys got a uniform or 2. You know what I mean? You got some uniforms here.
There is a schedule posted downstairs, so I would say the affiliate picks the uniform.
So you're not going to have somebody come walking out with the wrong.
No.
You know that at some point in time, some young guy is going to come walking out. He's going to have the wrong cap on.
That's 100% accurate.
It's going to happen.
It's funny that you say that because we got our itinerary for our travel today, and I went into the athletic training office this morning and said, "Hey, can we put specifically what pants we're taking and what jersey we're taking and what undershirt we're taking, just to try to avoid as many issues as there can." However, there's going to be enough people there that have enough stuff, and there's enough local sporting goods stores around that I think we'll be able to avert.
I noticed you took your headshot with the flying squirrel hat, as opposed to the sprocket going through the garbage can. We had a lot of fun with it 2 or 3 years ago. When the name came out, I'm like, they're going to be called what? It was crazy. And, I don't know that you ever thought as you were coming up through the ranks in baseball that, someday I'll be the manager of something called the Trash Pandas.
No, it's genius because it's sticky. It's stuck the first time that you ever heard it, and that's the genius of the marketing. And I would say that I took my headshot in whatever they told me to take my headshot in.
Pretty nice little ballpark, too, huh?
Incredible.
I mean, this isn't a bad place to hang, and you'll love that place in Birmingham. I don't know if you've been there before. I
have not.
Regents Field is beautiful ballpark down there as well, but I got to tell you, man, the Southern League and the one in Chattanooga is gorgeous, right downtown. That's another beautiful ballpark. They built a brand new one in Biloxi. It's really good baseball, and it's a great experience for the fans. You know, it's not like in the 30 years ago when you were running around playing in what looked like spring training ballparks. Yep. These are nice ballparks.
100%. It's incredible facilities and incredible people and incredible history, and that's what I'm the most excited to have a chance to be associated with. You look at the players and names of guys that have been on staff or played or managed in this league, and it is an honor to have a chance to say that you worked in a uniform that had a Southern League patch on the arm.
You using PitchCom? You guys ain't using PitchCom, right?
No, sir.
Sir. And you're going to be out at third base, right?
Yes,
you're
sir.
the one who's going to be doing the signs and everything. It's going to come. If they're going to do it, if they're going to do 15 teams, they say are going to use PitchCom in the majors this year, between the catcher and the pitcher, and three other players are going to have the earpiece in it. I mean, I don't like it, but it's gonna come where it's going to be the same thing for the third base. He's going to be doing the same thing, giving the sign off of that thing.
I go both ways on this. My initial gut reaction for really any type of innovation, the game's the game, and it's been the best game our country has ever had for a long time, and I don't really see the value in altering it because I think the best indication of what is going to happen is what has already happened. And it's been our nation's pastime for its entire existence, and I don't see the value in a lot of ways in trying to alter it or reinvent it. However, I would say this from a devil's advocate argument. That's what people said in the NFL too. Whenever coaches first had headsets and whenever quarterbacks first had headsets, and it's going to, hopefully it will achieve what they think it has a chance to achieve from a quality of the game and a pace of play standpoint. For whatever reason, there's more history and nostalgia associated with baseball where people get a little bit resistant to it. But if you think about it, NFL coaches, NFL quarterbacks are still much more involved and micromanage the game much more than what we do here.
I think it was an overreaction to what the Astros did and so on. And then if you're a manager and you're calling pitchers, pitches, how is that going to work? Why not have the manager himself have the thing and let him just go ahead and call the pitch on it and have the catcher and the pitcher both hear it?
Those are way above my pay grade. So I would direct you to Rob Manfred to be able to
I am not totally,
I
don't want to sound like I'm that guy, the get off my lawn guy, which I am, but I'm not totally against technology because I really want balls and strikes called by the
I would agree.
thing. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Aaron Judge. I'm sick of seeing Aaron Judge getting strikes called mid shin. And it's just like you're calling strikes on a pitch a pitch he can't hit.
I would agree. There's too much on the line. There's
right.
too much on the line from a revenue standpoint for the owners, and there's too much on the line from a revenue standpoint for the players, for the human element to impact it too much.
Yeah. Who do you like in the majors now? You grew up in Arkansas. I know you're going to say Angels.
I am an Angels fan.
You are an Angels fan, but
I was born and raised a Cardinal fan up until November of 2019. Both my parents are from Missouri. So Jack Buck and Tony La Russa is what I grew up on. Mm-hmm. The only person that I've ever been starstruck by was being in the same place as Tony La Russa. I did not get a chance to meet him because I turned around and walked the other direction. So
you were not able to get Mike Trout here for 3-4 weeks, a month, maybe to kind of get
busy.
some. He needs to get some bats in, though. I mean, he's coming off a major injury. We need to, I thought maybe he could start here. Maybe we could show high to make sure his arm is right.
He appeared in one spring training game with our work group, got one at bat, saw 3 pitches, and hit 1 home run.
Yeah, so there you go.
So he's currently hitting 1,000 in our clubhouse.
Angels make the playoffs this year. I agree. I honestly believe it. I mean, I'm not just patronizing. I'm saying I think the Angels make the playoffs.
They have the right man leading them in Joe, and they've got the right man at the top in Perry, and we have the right people in place at the top of our farm system in Joey Prudensky, and the entire organization is going in the right direction.
Andy Schatzley, he is the manager of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Over under how many times you get thrown out this year?
What's the fine limit? When do you start getting fined? Because that's what happened a year ago.
Sometimes you need to shake the boys up a little bit. You got to get run once in a while.
I have a hard time not backing the players hardcore, especially I see all the work they do, and if I feel like that their work is being impacted negatively by somebody else performing their job poorly, it's really hard for me not to be emotional about that from time to time. However, they're paying me to manage the team and not to be ejected. So I think the fine limit is 3. I think you get 3 free ones, and that's how many I took a year ago.
I try to run my producer every once in a while, but then my problem is I got nobody else to run the show if I do. So he's got to make it through. All right, man, I appreciate you. Good luck this season.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, man, there you go. Andy Schatzley. We're going to get his phone number and so that we can get him on throughout the season as well, and we'll have some fun with that. He did really well. He said he doesn't like doing media that much. He's a baseball man. A lot of those guys are like that. But let me tell you something. I've talked to a lot of baseball guys over the years, And this dude here was good. I mean, he could do radio. If this baseball thing doesn't work out, he could do a little bit of radio. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get a break in here because we're at our break, and we'll come back and we will set you up for the rest of the show. That's an unusual thing for us to have an interview right off the top of the show, but we'll get a quick break in here, and then we'll get you set up. We do have open lines the rest of this first hour, unless something just falls out. I do have Steve Moulton out here on location with me, and Grizz is in the studio. But the lines are open at 256-576-4977. We'll get a break and come back with more right now on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
The Master is getting underway today at Augusta National. John Rahm is the betting favorite at plus 1,200. Justin Thomas at plus 1,300. And three golfers are at plus 1,500. World number one Scottie Scheffler, 2020 champion Dustin Johnson, and Cameron Smith. Tiger Woods, who announced that he will be participating in this year's tournament, is at plus 4,800. Major League Baseball, it is opening day today for the Atlanta Braves. They'll take on the Cincinnati Reds. Reds getting a run and a half, minus 115 on the run line. Atlanta at minus 105. The over-under run total is at 8. For vsin.com, I'm Tony Desiri, 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
At Gibson's Barbecue, they're celebrating 66 years in business. And to show you how much they appreciate you, every Monday and Tuesday through the end of April, they'd like to give you a free slice of pie with the purchase of any meat-topped potato, meat-topped salad, and lunch or dinner plate. A free slice of delicious Gibson's pie. And this week, it gets even better with our Zone deal. Beginning Friday morning, get $50 of delicious Gibson's breakfast, lunch, or dinner for just $25. Our Gibson's Zone deal will be available Friday morning at 97.7ESPN.com.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Thom Abraham here for my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now, and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialists from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you, so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
If you're an RVer or looking for a strategy to have $1 million lakefront lifestyle on Smith Lake, listen up for this April 9th opportunity. A beautiful private peninsula of Smith Lake has been designated for oversized RV lots. Otherwise, this same property would be home to lakefront mansions. Here are some details. You can own a direct on the lake and dockable RV lot that is wide, private, on prime lake frontage for just $99.9. Listen to this. It includes central water, sewer, a pad, dock rights, a clubhouse with swimming pool, showers, washers, and dryers for just $99.9. Just add your RV and boat and live like a millionaire. Now the bad news. We only have 9 parcels. That's it, and they will go fast. Don't hesitate to make the call, or you could miss this rare opportunity. One day only, Saturday, April 9th. Learn more, take a video tour at 877bigview.com, then call 877-BIG-VIEW to confirm your early appointment on Saturday, April 9th. Call or click 877bigview.com.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Thursday, expect mostly sunshine, high temperatures topping out in the low to mid 60s for the afternoon. We could also see gusty wind as high as 25 miles per hour. For your Thursday night, a partly cloudy sky, low temperatures fall into the lower 40s. Our next rain chance looks to come on Friday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
We cover all the SEC schools, including Western Union and Venmo.
I want that money!
You know, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
It's so beautiful. Welcome back, Thom Abraham Show. This segment brought to you by the Orthopedic Center. At the Orthopedic Center, no matter what your injury, whether it was a work injury or a sports injury, doesn't matter how you got hurt, the Orthopedic Center has the doc for you. Over 20 years in the Tennessee Valley, the Orthopedic. So I feel like I need to go slow on that read with this Masters music. Padraig Harrington off to an early start. Tiger Woods is on the course. We will give you updates from the leaderboard throughout the show the best we can. Padraig Harrington, though, through 10 holes now at 1 under, and that's it in terms of leading. You've got Straka at 1 under as well. Harmon and Higgs are at 1 under. You got a lot of the early guys out on the course. There was a guy, Guido Migliozori, from, where do you think he's from? Italy. He had gotten it to 2 under through 6, but then he made a double bogey. So, that's what you got there. Tiger Woods made par on the first hole. Bryson DeChambeau has parred the first 2 holes. So we'll do the best we can to keep you posted on what is going on there. And if you look at a picture that we just posted at the Twitter page at 97.7 ESPN, you see a shot that Steve took from behind me. And to my left, you see my tablet with the Masters on. And then to my right, you see my phone. That has the Bassmaster Elite event that's going on at Chickamauga Lake that I'm covering as well for Bass later on in the week. So that's going on there, and I'm kind of trying to stay on top of that. So there's a lot going on, and it's opening day of baseball. Now, the phone lines are open, 256-576-4977. You can text the show as well. As always, we read those texts throughout the show. So if you want to text the show, you can do that at 732-982-7469. At 7329-TA-SHOW. Get you in on there. Now, my personal Twitter feed is at Thom Abraham Show. The station feed is at 97.7 ESPN. You can watch the show right now on Twitch. Ooh, is that Tiger's Group? Oh, Steve just got Tiger's Group. For some reason on my tablet, I'm having a hard time getting it pulled up there. So now Steve's got Tiger up there. And by the way, Andy Shatzley sounds like he's a big Tiger Woods fan. He is very aware of exactly when Tiger Woods was going off this morning at 11:04 Central or Eastern time as well. We have a very active Facebook page for you at 97.7 ESPN with all kinds of info and show clips there. Just go to 977ESPN.com and get information to all of that. Now, while you're at it, get the app because you're going to find links to Zone 2, 3, and 4 there as well. All of our alternate streaming channels for more great programming. Now, tonight, we have complete coverage of the Atlanta Braves home opener from Truist Park. They will raise the World Series banner. They will welcome in the Cincinnati Reds. We'll have pregame beginning around 5:50 or so, following a truncated drive with Drew and Wes tonight. Drew sitting in for Steve, who's got another assignment. And then over the weekend, we're going to have the Tide and Ole Miss, but you'll be able to find the Braves over on Zone 2. So you got to have the app. All right, you got to have the app, and you have to follow us on the Twitter and the Facebook as well, because we are telling you at those social media sites exactly where you can find your programming. All right, on a regular basis, we're upping our social media game, and we are going to be telling you more and more, giving you more and more information as to what's going on in particular shows, where we're at, where the remotes are, and so on. So you want to check that out as well. Now, Media Day here means a chance to meet the team. We are broadcasting here from Toyota Field. We are on the SAIC concourse, broadcasting from suite number 6. It is a spectacular view of Toyota Field. I will say one thing that I am not a huge fan of. It's the netting is now everywhere. The netting used to be just behind. Now the netting goes all the way down to the corners. Netting is everywhere. That's because of cell phones. All right? If you people, when you come to the game, stay the heck off your cell phone. Watch for the ball. All right? Watch the game. So many people are not paying attention that people are getting hit in the stands. So now they've got the netting that runs from foul pole to foul pole. And it's like this in many Major League ballparks as well. It's like this all over the Southern League. It's just it is what it is. However, you kind of forget about it. It's a thin net. It's similar to what you find down at the Huntsville Havoc game. You just kind of get used to it, and then you just forget about it. But the field looks like it's in great shape. Of course, opening day here, 5 days away. It'll be on Tuesday night. We've got tickets that we're giving away as well for opening night. A little bit later on in the show, at the top of the hour, Garrett Farman is going to join us. Montgomery is the GM of this team. Josh Carey is running around here somewhere. You think he was walking his dog or something. I don't know, but he's running around here somewhere. Steve Moulton is out here as well. Masters, by the way, had about a half-hour delay this morning. Tiger Woods just getting started. He's on the second hole there, and we're going to keep you posted on what is going on with Tiger Woods as well. He has made 21 straight cuts in the Masters, and a lot of people are like amazed that he's even there. He's made 21 straight cuts, so we'll see what he can do with this deal as well. Out here on location with me is Steve Moulton, and Steve, I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with Andy. I mean, you know, he was well spoken. He seemed engaged. He was into it. I thought I was very impressed.
Not your typical manager head, I would say. I was thoroughly impressed as well.
Yeah.
I really was.
Now, people are wondering maybe what happened to Jay Bell. And, you know, Jay Bell, of course, scored the winning run against the Yankees in 2001. He's not in baseball this year.
Yeah.
He's not in baseball at all this year. But this Shatzley, it's going to be very interesting. He's used to working with young guys. He was in High A, and so I think that it's going to be very interesting to see how all of that shakes out. We'll be on the field a little bit later on for Media Day out here. But
beautiful day,
isn't it gorgeous? And we're getting ready for year 2, and the Trash Pandas will be at Legion Field, not Legion Field, at Regions Field. If they're at Legion Field, they got lost. They'll be at Region Field tomorrow night, and they open up against Birmingham Barons. And you can only hope for a really good rivalry to develop there, as it should, and because it's only 90 miles or so, and you know, to be able to run back and forth and see them play down there and have their fans come up here, I think it would be really good.
Well, and also to boot, beginning tomorrow, it's the last weekend of the regular season in the SPHL, and the Huntsville Havoc is in Pelham taking on the Bulls.
Oh, you could double dip.
Yeah.
Go down there and double dip a little bit.
Yeah.
What's the? They got a shot at second now. First is gone.
Yeah,
they kind of stumbling to the finish line.
4-game losing streak. Yeah,
but it'll be interesting to see how the Havoc, play in the playoffs because they've won the last 2 full season championships. That thing last year was kind of a short season and limited crowds and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to give Pensacola too much credit for winning that deal. But this would be an opportunity, for the Havoc to get another one if they can get healthy. They've lost some guys, and I think that's part of it. But we'll see how healthy they can be, and that'll be good stuff too.
Nothing like playoff hockey.
That will be on Zone 4. Stuff everywhere.
But actually on Thursday, the first round, on the 14th.
Yeah, I mean tomorrow. I'm talking about tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No, tomorrow night's a road game.
Oh, tomorrow night they're on the road.
Yeah.
I thought this weekend was the last homestand.
No, that was last weekend.
Oh, so
that was
done.
last weekend.
Okay, all right. So, yeah.
But on Thursday, the 14th, we will have the playoff game right here.
Yeah.
In fact, I probably need to talk to you about,
one of those days?
Yeah.
Thursday the 14th. That's possible. That'd be good. I wouldn't mind doing some of the
Go from Baumhauer's to the VBC.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some of that stuff. I mean, for sure. Opening day of the Masters, but it's opening day of baseball. And tonight we'll have the game. It's the Braves. It's the Cincinnati Reds.
Did I see Rick Mailer's on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds? I'm kidding.
No, I don't think
it just looked like Mailer to me for a second, and I am of the age where it felt like every year opening day was Rick Mailer on the mound for the Braves back in the 80s.
I am of the age where opening day, the Reds are supposed to be at home. They're supposed to have the parade.
That's true.
And then they're supposed to be the first team to play at 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Time.
That's true.
And it's usually the Cubs. It used to always be the Cubs and the Reds on opening day, and it was the first game. And that game started, and then a half an hour later, all the other games started day baseball around the country. And I wish, to be honest with you, I wish today the Braves were opening with a day game, but we just don't get that much day baseball anymore.
No, we really don't. We will have a day game next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I believe it's 11 a.m.
Oh, really?
Pregame. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Check your calendar.
Is that the extended?
Check your calendar.
Is that the extended pregame, or is that the?
No, that's the 15-minute pregame.
That's the 15-minute pregame.
Yeah.
Oh, I
getaway day.
have to check the weather.
Well,
that day.
But the first road trip for the Braves this year is immediately going out to San Diego, then Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So
they get the day game before the travel day. So so that's a good thing to get that done. Back in studio, as always, keeping the track of everything that's going on back there for us is Coach Grizz. Grizz, what did you think of Andy Shatzley? He was pretty good, wasn't he?
Oh, no, I think he's going to be a great manager. I'm glad that he's just so behind the players. He wants them to excel, and he wants them to succeed. And it's just going to be – I think it's going to be a great season. I love the energy. He's a young guy too, so a lot of players gravitate towards younger coaches a lot of times, a lot better, and because they can relate to them a lot of times in the same things and what they're going through in life. And no, I think it's going to be a blast. I can't wait. I'm so excited for Media Day today to be able to talk to Coach later and be able to chat with a few players as well. So it should be a lot of fun.
So you'll be coming out. Yeah, you'll be coming out right after.
And by the way,
this
wasn't the only opening day that wasn't like the Cubs and Reds. It felt like back in 2010, the Braves had the Cubs an opening day at home for Bobby Cox's last season as a manager, and that was actually the game that Jason Hayward hit a 3-run jack as his first ever at bat as a major leaguer. So that wasn't the only time that I can remember that it was those two teams.
And then the next year. In Hayward's second season, he hit a home run on his first pitch of year number 2. I thought Jason Hayward was going to be Willie Mays.
I thought he was going to be amazing for the Braves.
I thought he was going to be I thought he was going to be amazing. I thought he was going to be. I'm like, my God, this guy's Willie Mays. And then he turned out to be Willie Mays Hayes.
He's great defensively, but
he ends up at the Cubs.
It's like watching Andrew Jones.
We had about
can't hit the curveball.
We had. Oh no, yeah, but no, he's way better. Andrew Jones is way better than
of course,
Jason Hayward ended up being. Jason Hayward reminded me of an old saying we used to have in football. Looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. Is that Tiger in the shot? Tiger Woods. Yeah. There you go, baby.
Even par, by the way.
Still even through 2. Well, you know what? That's good because there are a lot of times when Tiger would blow up early because he would be so juiced up, and I didn't mean it that way. he would be he would be excited early on.
It was a
sometimes
smoothie.
He would start with a bogey or double bogey. Yeah, and then he would come back and
Thursdays was never his big.
It was never his first ever Masters. He shot 40 on the 45 or something on the front.
I was working with PGA Tour Radio in
Really?
97. I sure was.
Wow.
I was there 96, 97, 98. And
that's something I've now. Were you in a truck or did you?
No,
were you on the course?
I was. So I had the backpack on for the remote gear for Dave Douglas.
Yeah.
Who was actually doing the headset and the but I had the backpack on, and trust me, walking that course with that heavy backpack, you felt it by Sunday. But so the treat was you get to stick around for media day on Monday, and they get you. They say you've got free reign of the course. You can play whatever you want to play. And so those 3 years, I would always play Amen Corner, and I've drowned many a ball there on 11.
That is an amazing story. Bucket list thing for me just to go there. And I promised my dad back in 2002. I told him I worked for Beasley Broadcasting back then, and the Beasleys had a house in Augusta, and all the muckety mucks would fly into Augusta on George Beasley's plane, and one year I had the opportunity to go, and I felt like eventually I'd have the hookup, and I told my dad, I said, someday I'm going to take you to Augusta, and never got to do it. And it was
So you don't know about the deal about Washington Street and Magnolia?
I've been
okay
to Augusta.
Yeah.
I've not been through the gate.
Yeah.
I've been to Augusta, and the reason I've been to Augusta, Tennessee Valley Vipers, Augusta Stallions.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's
so
right.
I used to go to Augusta to do games, and it was even back in the Florida Firecats days, and with John Forcade and I sat at that Hooters where John Daly goes to. John Forcade and I had dinner there before before games in the past and after games and sometimes even during a game, I think, with Forcade. But so you don't even know. You're driving down Washington. You don't even know the golf course is there. I mean, it's like there's that little sign hanging. And it's like, otherwise it looks like Madison Boulevard. You know what I mean? It's just not even as nice as Madison Boulevard.
Well, Washington Street back in the day, it was like, we compared it to you're going through hell to get to heaven.
Yeah.
Because Washington Street was just a little rough.
It's a little rough.
I
mean, it's a little rough there. And even if you're going to stay, I got to be honest with you, North Augusta is nicer than Augusta. You go across the border into North Augusta.
The people there call it Disgusta.
Disgusta.
So
yeah, my son-in-law lives here in Huntsville is from Augusta. That's where he was born and raised. In any event, it is a bucket list thing for me. My first media gig was at the U.S. Open at Oak Hill. I was on the 9th green. I was 20 years old. 20, whatever year that you, maybe 28 years old, I guess. The 88 U.S. Open, maybe. And it was the year Curtis Strange won his second. No, was it? Yeah, Curtis Strange won his second in a row, or did Tom Kite win that? It's Curtis Strange. Curtis Strange won his second. He won back-to-back U.S. Opens. So anyway, it was at Oak Hill, and what I did, my job was I sat on the 9th green, and as the teams came through, I would then radio back to the truck the scores. So I was working with the guys that were on the Chiron there. And it was at Oak Hill, which I played in college, so it wasn't like a big deal for me to play Oak Hill. I played there in college many times. So after everybody came through 9, I would go to the truck and hang out and watch the rest of the tournament in the graphics truck. And I would watch the guys. And it was funny. And that's why I remember Kite. It was funny because guys would type stuff up on the Chiron. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
On the Chiron, they would type stuff up underneath the player that didn't go on the air because it would only be if the director would say, go to camera 2. And Tom Kite is coming up like the 16th hole, and he's made 3 straight bogeys. And one of the Chiron guys, as Kite's coming up, very official, on the bottom of it says, choking like a stinking dog. It didn't make it to camera. Needless to say. All right, let's go to the lines. We're going to Virginia with the Philip. Philip, welcome to the show. How are you?
A little disappointed, Tom. A little disappointed, buddy. I need you to lift me up.
What did I do?
You didn't do anything. You're fantastic, as always. I'm a Mets fan. right? You know that.
Yeah.
DeGrom.
Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets.
That's good production right there. That's a good job by you, Chris.
DeGrom
is he ever gonna play again?
Are you serious? we can't watch them. Like they're out again because somebody, I don't know, has a hangnail or something. What has happened to the Nolan Ryans, the Cal Ripken Juniors, the Tom Sievers, the dude for Baltimore?
Palmer?
Why can't I not think of his name right now?
They make too much money. They make too much money. I mean, when you're paying Max Scherzer over $1 million per start there, okay? Over $1 million per start. I mean, I think it worked out. Somebody said it worked out to like $35,000 a pitch, some crazy number like that that he's making on that $40 million a year deal. So they're just making too much money. But the Mets are going to be the Mets. I mean, that's what it is. I don't know what's wrong. They're cursed. I don't know what the story is. I think the Mets are in the middle of one of these Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cub deals where they might go, Philip, they might go 80 years. I mean, it might be 80 years.
I think you're right. It's embarrassing. Jim Palmer.
They're 14-1 to win the World Series.
What?
They're like the third. Yeah, Jim Palmer. They're like the third or fourth pick now to win the World Series. They're like 14-1 or to win the World Series.
But a week ago, the Mets were the biggest thing in baseball because we had Jacob DeGrom, who's really won nothing. He's not done anything. He's a statistical freak, but he's not done anything. He's the Aaron Rodgers of Major League Baseball. We'll give him the MVP.
Whoa. Aaron Rodgers. Don't be dumping on my Aaron Rodgers like that. He's won a Super Bowl. He's played well in the playoffs, even though they haven't won. Quarterback, you can't be responsible for there's 22 guys on the field. You look at his quarterback rating; it's 111. The guy's done all right.
No, if you're good, like Troy Aikman was, the game was over before the officials or the special teams or anybody could do anything about anything to change the course. Aaron Rodgers can't do that.
Yeah, it probably didn't have anything to do with Emmitt Smith or Michael Irvin or the offensive line. That was the greatest offensive line maybe in history. Look, I love Troy Aikman, but come on. I mean, Aaron Rodgers would have won all those Super Bowls too. I mean, that team was amazing.
Because he sucks. He sucks. He's horrible. He sucks. Look. Jason DeGrom. Here, let's get back to Jason DeGrom and why he's an Aaron Rodgers to me. So, Jason DeGrom's entire history in Major League Baseball has been he pitches lights out, but his team doesn't score when he's pitching. That's why he doesn't have the wins that he should have. You know what a Troy Aikman would do? A Troy Aikman would go in that locker room and kick some serious ass, throw things around, beat people up, tell them this is unacceptable. But Jacob DeGrom, he doesn't care. He's an Aaron Rodgers. He's getting his numbers. That's all he cares about. Oh, well, look at my numbers. Look at my numbers. Your numbers suck, dude. As a Mets fan, your numbers suck. How many World Series have we won with Jacob DeGrom? 0. How many Super Bowls have the Green Bay Packers won with Aaron Rodgers? 1. How many years ago? Yet they play in a sucky, horrible division, like the worst division in the history of sports. And so you're guaranteed to get to the playoffs. All you got to do is go 500, you're in the playoffs. And he sucks. That is not
Thanks for the call, Philip. I got to get to the break. All right, I get it.
Meet the Mets.
Take us to the break.
Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet
All right, we'll be back. Set you up for hour number 2 next
Bring
time.
your wife.
97.7 ESPN.
Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
What's better than Valley Equipment Rental? 2 Valley Equipment Rentals, and that's just what we have now. The original on the South Memorial Parkway between Drake and Airport Road, and their second location on North Memorial Parkway just north of Winchester Road. Valley Equipment is locally owned and has more skid steers, excavators, and lifts than anyone in the area, plus all the small tools that you need to get the job done like a pro. And if you are a pro, you need to check out the new North location now because Valley Equipment has what you need. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called a Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end. You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You know, you'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or riserealestate.com.
All the press conferences.
It's our mental energy. I would say spend less time complaining about, when I was going to get an opportunity. Just spend more time training and working towards.
Plus all of the rat poison is served up right here.
It's yummy.
On 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Let's get behind and cheer the Yankees. They're gonna learn to fear the Yankees.
That's what I'm talking about right here.
Everyone knows they play to win.
Throwback Thursday, baseball style, with some Masters mixed in. Welcome back, Thom Abraham Show. Toyota Field is where we are, looking out over the beautiful expanse of field. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll be joined by Garrett Farman. He is the GM of this team, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the excitement that is coming up for this season. 5 days until the home opener here next Tuesday. We'll have tickets for you for that as well that we are giving away, and we'll do some more tomorrow. I may do a pair today. At some particular point, I may do a pair for you today. As well. In fact, I know I'll do a pair for you for today for opening day. By the way, those New York Yankees are at plus about 1,100 to win the World Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers are the favorite. I hate the Dodgers. The Toronto Blue Jays are the second favorite. I hate the Blue Jays. The third favorite is the Houston Astros. I hate the Houston Astros. Fourth favorite is the Braves. The Braves right now are the fourth favorite. Love the Braves. Chicago White Sox are fifth, and then the New York Yankees. I don't mind the White Sox. I kind of like the White Sox. I've liked them over the years. I will be, in May, going to a White Sox-Yankees game on a Thursday. Oh, Steven, I'm going to have to take a couple days off. I'm going to Chicago. My daughter, her husband is a White Sox fan, and for Christmas, she got me and him tickets to the Yankees and the White Sox in Chicago, Lower Bowl. She got 4, so we're taking the girls. We're staying at a nice hotel downtown. The game is on a Thursday. We're going to bump around Chicago on a Friday, and then we're going to go
Godfrey's
home.
a good place to stay.
Well, we're staying at the Drake Hotel in downtown Chicago. Yeah. All right, when we come back, Garrett Firm will join us next right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Hey, Bobby White from Woody Anderson Ford back again to talk to you about how easy it is to make a custom factory order. Just click WoodyAndersonFord.com, hit the top banner, then start making your selections. It's really simple, and you'll end up with the exact vehicle you want. Not only is there no extra charge to custom order, but at Woody Anderson Ford, we'll take 5% off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on the 2022 F-150, Bronco Sport, Explorer, Expedition, and Ranger. Another option for you is a certified pre-owned. We have over 100 Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned models to choose from. Our Ford Gold certified are low mileage, gently used with great warranties. They've passed a 175-point inspection by certified technicians and come with a 24-hour roadside assistance, plus a full tank of gas and a fresh oil change. Also, don't forget our service department is offering a free pickup and delivery when it's time for your next Ford service. Woody Anderson Ford, Jordan at Sparkman, hope to see you soon.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. Welcome to one of the best sports days of the year. First round of the Masters and opening day for Major League Baseball. As live coverage on ESPN Plus continues at Augusta National, Padraig Harrington among those in a 3-way tie for the lead at 1 under. Tiger Woods set to tee off in 4 minutes. Complete coverage of his first round live on SportsCenter on ESPN TV throughout the day. 7 games on the schedule for baseball's opening day includes the Braves and Reds. Atlanta will raise its World Series championship banner beforehand. 7:30 Eastern ESPN Radio, 8 Eastern on ESPN2. The Dodgers at 5-1 odds at Caesars Sportsbook, the clear-cut favorites to win the World Series. Blue Jays at 9-1, the only other team with World Series odds better than 10-1. More bets, though, have been placed and more money wagered on the Mets to win it all than any other team. New York's odds 14-1 to win the World Series.
When we say local, we mean local, not Birmingham.
Loser.
We are the only sports talk station in Huntsville. It's all right here. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You've got a magical glow.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog.
Now live, here he is, the big dog.
Let's go, baby!
Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Get off my lawn.
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
And welcome back. Hour number 2 of the Thom Abraham Show Media Day for the Rocket City Trash Pandas. What was it? Last week we were at Media Day for the Huntsville Championship. And, of course, we're always at Media Day for basketball and SEC football, and it just seems like Media Day, we end up taking the show out on the road. And we are here at Toyota Field on the mezzanine looking out over the expanse of field. It's always so exciting to get things started. This segment of the show is brought to you by Valley Equipment Rental. The only thing that's better than Valley Equipment is two Valley Equipments, and there are two now, one on the North Parkway, one on the South Parkway, and they have all the equipment you need, the excavators and the skid steers and the power washers like the one I hear putting a spit polish on the stadium, getting ready. 5 days from now, it'll be the home opener. Tomorrow, the Trash Pandas are in Birmingham to open up play down there. And we are joined now here on location by the general manager of this team. He is a vice president as well, Garrett Farham. Garrett, welcome to the show. How are you?
All right, thanks for having me. Doing good.
Man, we had Andy Schatzley on earlier, and I don't know if he can manage, but he sure could talk. I mean, he was excellent. We did 25 minutes with him, and he seems to really have a lot on the ball. You can see that he could connect with young players.
Oh, absolutely. He's comes from the college ranks. He coached a lot of college baseball, and so that's kind of my old background as well. So we hit it off right away and knew a lot of the same people, and he's a great guy. So looking forward to having him here all year.
That's an interesting thing too, because over the years it used to be you'd get pigeonholed. If you were a college guy, you were a college guy. Mm-hmm. They were different than pro guys,
yeah.
But it's interesting that he has that in his background, and I think it would help him. In this, there's no doubt about it, and it almost feels like the Angels. He came to the organization during COVID,
mm-hmm.
and it's almost like they were like holding him. That you just stay right here. We got something for you. And this is a great opportunity for him here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think he's excited to be here. He's heard a lot of great things about the community, and he's gung ho about being here. So
yeah, there's no doubt about it. And it's good to be the Southern League again.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. I mean, AA South just didn't have the right ring.
It was driving me nuts
all
last year. Josh comes on. We do Carrie's Corner on my show, and every Wednesday, and he would come on, and you don't know what to call it or what to refer to it as. And not only the Southern League, I mean, the International League, the PCL, I mean, all of the leagues. I thought that was a really wise decision to restore those names that mean so much to people. I think.
They're getting it right again, I think so.
Yeah, they are getting it right. And they're getting it right here, putting a spit polish on this place here. And it's always so exciting. I'm from Rochester, New York, which is a great AAA town.
Red Wings.
The Rochester Red Wings, and had a 41-year relationship with the Baltimore Orioles and the Oriole Way back when there was such a thing as the Oriole Way, and we saw Cal Ripken play
mm-hmm.
and saw Don Baylor play and all those guys when they came through. But when it was this time, and opening day was usually right about this time, that first week of April, I mean, you'd kind of like be hit and miss whether there'd be snow on the seats.
Yeah.
You'd have to go brush them off and so on. You don't have that situation here, but you still have that same excitement about a ballpark when a fresh season is about to start, don't you?
Yeah, you got the smell of the grass being mowed, and we hear the wooden bats last night was great. Since we've had a lot of high school and college games here, we've been hearing that ting of the metal bat. But it's this time of year, the weather's great right now, and hopefully we can continue having that all next week.
And it is something that is important to you guys that this facility get used for a lot of different things, right? Like you say, we've had some high school, we've had some college ball here, we had Auburn here last month, but a lot of events and so on that go on here as well. I think that was something that was very important with Madison, the
mm-hmm.
city of Madison, when you guys did the deal, and I think it's something that kind of continues. This stadium gets a lot of use.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We had 22 high school and college baseball games here in March, which is a lot of use for the field. So we got our groundskeepers, they're in mid-season form. But yeah, we have a lot of other events. We have the Trash Dash race coming up. We have a whole bunch of events up in the 600 Club. That's my old stadium. Up in the Sports Med Stadium Club.
Yeah.
So it gets used a lot. Yep.
Yeah, not short on sponsors, though, here. I mean, your team does a great job getting, not only the sponsors, but also getting a lot of the promotional nights and the events that they do here.
Yeah, I think it goes to our sales team, but also just the community wants to be involved in this, and I just think that speaks volumes about the community. They see this as a community asset, which I think we are. Mm-hmm. And that's what we strive to be. So it's a lot of fun to have a lot of the local businesses involved here.
You probably do not know this because it's way below your pay grade, but my son, who's graduating from UAH next month with a degree in communications, is working for you guys.
All right,
He is.
nice.
He's on Ricky Fernandez's team, his promotional team.
Okay, good.
He has been. I'm not sure which astronaut he has been. And a few
Okay,
of the
there you
times
go.
he's already done some of the astronaut races. I think he's been Buzz most of the time. I think that's who he was most of the time. Yeah, he was Buzz. And but he's working here. And Ricky, I've known Ricky was an intern for me way back in the day. In the early 2000s when I first got it. I've known him since he was very young. And he does a tremendous job for all those guys. Amazing.
Ricky's amazing. So you must have taught him well. He had a good mentor.
Well, I didn't really teach him too much, but he did a tremendous job, and we've had a relationship for a long time. And even Antonio Macbeth, your PA guy.
Yeah.
He was my
Another great
producer
one.
for a while, and so you've got a lot of good people running around this place and taking care of it. And you mentioned Lindsay; she does a tremendous job.
Yeah. I mean, I worked with her in Lehigh Valley for 4 seasons, and when I heard she was potentially available, I was like, wow, if we can get her down here, that's going to be and this is what she does.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I remember Ralph talking about her quite a bit and just singing her praises and how good she was. So many different promotions. Dog Day Wednesdays, which is a big thing for me because they call me the big dog, and we give away tickets for Wednesdays throughout the season and so on. So that's kind of cool. And the post-game fireworks, really, used to be you'd have to kind of find a fireworks day. It might be one a month or something like that. You guys do it every Friday and Saturday night, just about.
I like to blow it up. I mean, I like to. They're exciting shows. Pyro shows put on just an amazing show. We spend a lot of money on them, but I think the overall community likes them, and it brings people out. I mean, I think everybody likes fireworks, and we have a great show. I think so.
Yeah, and a great, I think, relationship. And of course, we're sitting here on the SAIC mezzanine. A great relationship between the team and the military contractors, and of course all the military folks here in town. And you got a space night coming up, Armed Force night with specialty jerseys as well, Star Wars Independence Day. So you got a bunch of different things that you're doing with the jerseys, and then you raise a decent amount of money with those when you sell them off.
Yeah, don't quote me on this, I guess, but I think it was around $72,000 last year that we raised for local charities for those nights. So.
How much is the issue of winning in your mind? I know you're running a team. You don't have anything to do with the players. You're not. It's not like you're out there signing players and so on. The Angels provide all of the players. Andy seemed to talk. He 2 or 3 times mentioned being competitive in September, playing games that matter, and winning and things like that. And I know this community. I've been here 18 years, and at the end of the day, winning is kind of a thing here. This is Alabama, Auburn country. This is SEC country.
Yep.
As I told Andy, I said, we love you, win or tie. But, that's kind of the way it is. But for you, being the GM of an organization like this, result on the field, what does that mean to you?
To me, it means a lot. I mean, I kind of joke a few times last year. We were down pretty bad. Some games you were down 10-0 or 13-0, but we hit a home run and the crowd act like we won the World Series. I mean, it's like I didn't know if that was sarcasm, but we did it like 2 nights in a row. And I was like, all right, these guys like to see these guys working hard. And I think our fans here, as long as you're putting in the effort and working hard and playing hard and being exciting, they're going to be forgiving if there's some losses in it. But you're right, we're in Alabama. We expect winners. We want winners. We enjoy watching winners. So it's important to me to have to win some games because it keeps the crowd here longer, and they want to keep coming back and see the team win. So,
how much communication do you guys have with the Angels throughout the year? I mean, is that a regular deal or what?
I mean, I communicate with the Angels on I don't want to say a daily basis, but at least a weekly basis on hey, we need to get this player to this city, or we have some transactions, or hey, what do you need from us? I mean, that type of communication. So, but I don't have any say in hey, we want Trout. Can we have Trout for a week?
That's what I tried to do. I told Andy, I said, gee, you couldn't convince him. He needed to get some at-bats, after coming off the injury, have him come here and play for a little bit. Is it make it difficult? We had a lot of experience in Huntsville. Of course, there was the Oakland A's, and that was, over there on the West Coast as well. But there was a time when, it was Huntsville, Nashville AAA, and Milwaukee to the majors, and so it was easy, for players to move back and forth, and we followed those players from Huntsville to Nashville to Milwaukee. Do you find with the Salt Lake as the AAA and then LA, is it clunky at all, or does it really not even affect?
It doesn't really affect, because if we end up sending players to Salt Lake, well, they may be in Nashville anyway. I guess when they were in the old PCL together, I guess now it's mixed up a little bit, but so we could be sending players that are closer to Salt Lake anyway. So
yeah, it's good stuff. And scheduling wise, I know everybody's fighting for those certain big dates and so on, but you guys have a really nice schedule as far as the number of holidays that you have and those types of things.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough, I guess, to be on the scheduling committee this year, so I had a little bit of, I don't want to say more say, but I definitely we knew what games we wanted here, but I think we're going to do well whether we're home on the 4th of July or not. Well, if we're not home on the 4th of July, we're going to have a big event anyway.
Yeah.
So I think we're in a win-win situation here. We just have a lot of our community just supports us in a lot of different ways. So
I know it was tough. With the first year, with all the uncertainty with COVID and everything else, and we really didn't have those, the businessman special kind of went away. But those day games, when the kids are at the park and everything else, are tremendous. Are there? I hadn't looked closely enough at the schedule. Are there a few of those on the schedule this year yet?
Yeah, so we have one in April. It's the second homestand in April that we have an 11 a.m. game on a Wednesday, I think it is. But yeah, but it was tricky doing that schedule, not knowing whether the schools were going to be able to come out or not.
Right.
So we only did one just in case the schools weren't able to come out. But I think it's going to be a very successful day, and if it is, we can do more next year.
You guys aren't messing around either with the food. My producer, he was here when you guys rolled out some of the new dishes and so on, and it's good you don't have like Atlanta. They got that $151 burger. Have you seen that thing?
I have not seen that.
$151, but you do get fries with it. But it's a waffle fries. But it's a $151 burger that's got some kind of special beef on it that eats gold or something. I don't know. And then with an egg on there and all kinds of other stuff that's on there. And there's lobster tail on it. It's burger, lobster tail, an egg, and then some vegetables that are like special vegetables and so on. So you don't have anything like that here, but you guys have some really good stuff.
Yeah, no, we have a very talented chef and very talented director of food and beverage, Gary and Shelby, who came on board with us in the off season. He's a local guy, and he's putting a lot of southern flavors and a lot of southern menu items up. But yeah, it's exciting. We got he's pretty amazing. I'm not going to go hungry this year.
Is everything cashless again like it was last year?
Yeah, we're going to stick with that. We went that way year one, figured, and that's the way of things were happening. So it was like, might as well do it year one versus trying to retrain everybody year 3 or 4. So
it's media day here. It's exciting. Tomorrow things get started down in Birmingham. Do you run down there when they play down in Birmingham?
I won't make it down there. I'd like to be here to make sure. I still got some kids that are playing softball and soccer or volleyball and stuff. So I got to take that advantage while I can and see them play.
Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Garrett Farham, he is the general manager here of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, in the background making sure that all of this goes as smoothly as possible, and certainly it does. All right, we're going to have phone lines open now the rest of the way. If you want to jump in, you can go ahead and jump in. We'll get you updated as well on the Masters, and I know Steve is monitoring that as well. He's kind of keeping an eye on Tiger. Last we saw, he was at
this 5th green, one of the most severe greens on the golf course.
There we go.
I don't know how you get it anywhere close to this whole location. Tucked over on the left side. Anything left or long, no good at all. Anything that comes up a couple yards short feeds all the way off the front of the green.
Is that Tiger show? I think he's on 6.
Also doesn't help when you have 218 yards left. Going to feed off well below the putting surface. Going to be another very difficult up and down for Louis.
That 2 stays in.
Oh, that 2 stays in?
Yes.
So Tiger is at even par through 5 holes so far. Of course, Henry Higgs is leading at 2 under. I mean,
of course,
we knew that Henry Higgs was going to be an issue in this deal. That would be the deal. But he's at 2 under, and it's not. It looks pretty on TV, but it's not playing easy at all. I mean, right now, you have got red numbers for about 3 or 4 guys Not even. Yeah, about 3 or 4 guys early on, but they're not doing a lot of damage here at Augusta. So, for Tiger Woods to be at even par through 5
that's a win.
It's a win for him to be there, just to be there. Bryson DeChambeau had gotten it to 1 under at one point, and he is backed up to even as well.
Here's Tiger.
Right of the hole, left of the hole, short of the hole is very much okay.
This one turning a little bit right to left. Oh, my, what a shot.
Oh, he stuck it.
Bunch of Tiger highlight.
Oh.
There you have it. What an approach.
He's within 3 feet.
There you go.
Wow.
A Tiger highlight for sure. All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to get a break in here. We'll come back. Phone lines are now open. I want to get into a couple of other things. I got some college football notes. It's in my contract. I need to speak some college football each show, so I'm not going to leave you out on that. Very interesting NIL story that I want to get to. Phone lines are open at 256-576-4977. If you want to jump in, you can do that. Plus, the NBA has a sticky predicament, and I got a solution for them. We'll talk about it all next, right here, live from Toyota Field on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
Major League Baseball, the Atlanta Braves opening up the season today at Truist Park as they face the Cincinnati Reds. The Braves will be starting Max Fried while the Reds counter with Tyler Mahle. The Reds are getting a run and a half, minus 115 on the run line, Atlanta minus 105. On the money line, Atlanta minus 191, while Cincinnati is at plus 175. The over-under run total is at 8. Masters underway at Augusta National today. John Rahm, the betting favorite, at plus 1,200. Justin Thomas at plus 1,300. And 3 golfers at 1,500. Scotty Scheffler, Dustin Johnson, and Cameron Smith. For vsin.com, I'm Tony Desiri, 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The PGA Tour's Korn Ferry Tour is coming to the Rocket City. Join us at the Ledges for the Huntsville Championship, April 29th through May 2nd. Experience the beauty and drama of the course firsthand. Witness golf's rising stars chase their PGA Tour dreams. Cheer on the future of golf up close and personal. Tickets are on sale now at HuntsvilleChampionship.com.
What's better than Valley Equipment Rental? 2 Valley Equipment Rentals, and that's just what we have now. The original on the South Memorial Parkway between Drake and Airport Road, and their second location on North Memorial Parkway just north of Winchester Road. Valley Equipment is locally owned and has more skid steers, excavators, and lifts than anyone in the area, plus all the small tools that you need to get the job done like a pro. And if you are a pro, you need to check out the new North location now because Valley Equipment has what you need. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
If you're an RVer or looking for a strategy to have $1 million lakefront lifestyle on Smith Lake, listen up for this April 9th opportunity. A beautiful private peninsula of Smith Lake has been designated for oversized RV lots. Otherwise, this same property would be home to lakefront mansions. Here are some details. You can own a direct on the lake and dockable RV lot that is wide, private on prime lake frontage for just $99.9. Listen to this. It includes central water, sewer, a pad, dock rights, a clubhouse with swimming pool, showers, washers, and dryers for just $99.9. Just add your RV and boat and live like a millionaire. Now the bad news. We only have 9 parcels. That's it, and they will go fast. Don't hesitate to make the call or you could miss this rare opportunity. One day only, Saturday, April 9th. Learn more. Take a video tour at 877bigview.com. Then call 877-BIG VIEW to confirm your early appointment on Saturday, April 9th. Call or click 877bigview.com.
The Braves are back, and they're on a mission to defend the East, defend the National League pennant, and defend their world title.
Line drive, that is through. It gets through. Here comes Dansby, and the Braves walk it off. This is unbelievable.
Tonight, it's opening day in Atlanta as Matt Olson and the 2022 Atlanta Braves open their season against the Cincinnati Reds. Braves Radio's on the air at 6:50 Eastern, 5:50 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
The Trash Pandas start the 2022 season at Toyota Field on Tuesday, April 12th against the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. Opening night will feature a first pitch from Auburn football legend Kerryon Johnson, plus a pregame flyover and postgame fireworks. Opening week promotions also include Little League Night on Wednesday, a Trash Pandas pint glass giveaway on Thursday, and a postgame helicopter candy drop on Easter Sunday. Get your tickets for all the fun now at TrashPandasBaseball.com. Trash Pandas Baseball. Have a blast.
Hey, Bobby White from Woody Anderson Ford back again to talk to you about how easy it is to make a custom factory order. Just click WoodyAndersonFord.com, hit the top banner, then start making your selections. It's really simple, and you'll end up with the exact vehicle you want. Not only is there no extra charge to custom order, but at Woody Anderson Ford, we'll take 5% off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on the 2022 F-150, Bronco Sport, Explorer, Expedition, and Ranger. Another option for you is a certified pre-owned. We have over 100 Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned models to choose from. Our Ford Gold certified are low mileage, gently used with great warranties. They've passed a 175-point inspection by certified technicians and come with a 24-hour roadside assistance, plus a full tank of gas and a fresh oil change. Also, don't forget our service department is offering a free pickup and delivery when it's time for your next Ford service. Woody Anderson Ford, Jordan at Sparkman. Hope to see you soon.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Thursday, expect mostly sunshine, high temperatures topping out in the low to mid 60s. For the afternoon, we could also see gusty wind as high as 25 miles per hour. For your Thursday night, a partly cloudy sky, low temperatures fall into the lower 40s. Our next rain chance looks to come on Friday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Thom Abraham, weekdays from 10 till noon on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
All lines are open. Feel free to jump in 256-576-4977.
Baseball season's underway. Well, you better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
Yeah, welcome back.
The Cubs are gone.
Thom Abraham Show on location at Toyota Field. Tiger Woods over a birdie putt. I thought it was a lot closer than that, the way they made it sound. Tiger Woods trying to get to 1 under and one shot off the lead, and he oh, my God, are you kidding me? He started to walk. It looked like he drained that thing.
I'm going to take the blame for that. I think I early called it.
Oh. Tiger did the quick step as well. He was walking that one in.
He was walking it in. That's what I said. He started to walk. He was walking that one in. It looked like he had made it, so he stays at even par. That was up for birdie on 5. Okay, so that was for birdie on 5, and so he'll go to the 6th hole now, still at even par there. And man, that was surprising. All right, this segment of the show, by the way, brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford. The service department at Woody Anderson Ford is second to none. And when you need to get your service done, you need to do what I do. Take your vehicles to Woody Anderson Ford. Also buy them at Woody Anderson Ford. That's what I do, too. And you'll find beautiful certified gold pre-owned vehicles there at Woody Anderson Ford. All right, let me get to the phones in order of the longest wait. Shane is in Decatur. Shane, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm okay, big dog. How you doing?
I am fantastic, man. I'm sitting on the mezzanine looking over Toyota Field. It's a beautiful sunshiny day and about 60 degrees. Doesn't get any better than this.
It doesn't, man. It's a beautiful day, opening day. I mean, this is got to be one of the best days of the year, if not the best. But, yeah, I just wanted to ask you, maybe you can kind of shed some light on it. How do they get these odds for winning the World Series? Do they go strictly off the lineup or past success? I mean, how do they do that? Because some of these teams, they put up there, from year to year. It's just there's no way.
Well, you would think, and here's the thing about baseball. Baseball's a lot more competitive than people think. People think because of the money that is spent in baseball that, it's the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the Red Sox every year. And it's not the case. I mean, there has been more different teams win the World Series since 2000 than there has been different teams win in any other sport. So baseball is actually pretty competitive when it comes to that. But yeah, they're looking at the pitching. They're looking at they take the pitching staff and you start with the average number of wins that each pitcher has. And if they do that, okay, now we're at 80 wins. Now you tack on some wins, out of the bullpen. You look at the bats, you take the Dodgers adding Freddie Freeman. That's what they're going to do. That's how they come up with it. They use past results a little bit. If they were being honest about past results, though, they should have, the Mets should be last because the Mets are not ever going to win another World Series in my lifetime anyway.
Right. Yeah, and I hope they don't. But yeah, I figure the Braves they're not going to have the best odds to win the World Series. I understand that, but how you don't put them in like the top 3 is beyond me because I know we lost Freddie. I mean, that's a big loss, but you replace him with arguably one of the best first basemen in the game, and he's got a big back. And then we have Ronnie coming back, Acuna Jr. So I mean, it's just to me
eventually, yeah. Well, I think to be honest with you, I think there's a little bit of a question about the number 2 guy in the rotation is like 80 years old, right? Charlie Morton, right? You start out with Max Fried, that's good. I'd like to see, Mike Soroka come back at some particular point in time and him be a guy that he was. But, Yanoa was good for a while last year, and then he blew up. So I think pitching is a little bit of the issue there. Travis d'Arnaud is going to have a big season. There are, the Braves being like the 4th or 5th favorite, I get that. I'm okay with that. That works, I think.
Right. I mean, but we still have the night shift. I mean, those guys. Yeah, I get it. Beginning of the season last year, they weren't nearly one of the best bullpens in baseball. But they came on strong.
Well, the Jansen, getting the Jansen kid though from I think it's getting the Jansen kid from the Dodgers is going to help. But Shane, I appreciate the call, man. That's a good job by you.
All right, yes, sir. Have a good day.
See, he's saying we a lot when he's talking about the Braves. So when you're saying we a lot when you're talking about the Braves, then you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? He's maybe. Well, he's dropping the wheeze in there. I mean, that's just something that
the guy puts money into the franchise. The guy. I mean, come on now. We can say we.
Ooh, what are you talking about?
He can be a Brave. He can say we. He can say we.
Unless you played for the team.
That's like going to the college.
Say we.
It's not. It's not the same as going to college. Actually, it's actually not the same as going to college.
If you went to the you can say we if you went to the school. If it's your college, you can say we. If you didn't play for that pro team, you don't say we unless you got a mouse in your pocket. You don't say we.
The Braves.
You're not we. It's the Braves.
Braves.
That's all. It's the Braves. I don't say we when I talk about the Yankees or the Browns or it was a we. A whole other thing.
I don't know why you would say we if you wanted to talk about the Browns anyway.
Ricky Fernandez just slipped in. Listen to you, Atlanta Falcon fan. Are you kidding me? The Browns have twice as many wins as the Falcons. Ricky Fernandez just slipped in over here. Have you ever been on the radio before? I don't know.
Is this on?
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
See this thing right here?
You can't see it, but I don't know what to do with my hands.
You got to. You got to talk into. You got to talk into that thing.
Okay, but they keep lifting. Is that weird? All right, I'll try to make it work.
I don't know. This might be some kind of a violation here. I don't know how many radio stations you can be on at the same time.
We're changing the game.
I don't know. Yes, apparently you're changing the game. I say that as having been a guy that has done games that showed up in certain markets on other channels as well. So that's okay. How you doing, man?
Man, doing good. How about yourself?
I am fantastic. You stoked or what? I mean, you've been doing a lot already. I didn't realize when Garrett was in here, he told me there's been like 22 games here last month. I didn't realize there was that many games.
Oh yeah, college, high school. We're in full season mode right now, but in 5 days it gets real.
It gets real. So you've been holding back some of the good production stuff.
Oh, you know it.
I would imagine.
Oh, we got some tricks up our sleeve.
When did you start with the little man bun thing there, or the little ponytail hair?
I knew this was coming.
When did it get that long?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Didn't we have this conversation back when you started in radio back in the early 2000s? I think I told you,
I remember when I was an intern for 2 weeks, you called me Matt the entire 2 weeks.
Yeah, Matt.
And I remember I had really bad facial hair, like I still do. And you said, "Oh, looks like the cat left a little milk on your upper lip there." I had no idea what it meant, but I still remember it to this day. And I got the long hair.
What
I
used to say was that put a little milk on it and let the cat lick it off. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I used to
That
say.
was it.
I said just put a little, on there and let the cat lick it off.
Yeah,
but that's all good stuff. But this is you are the promotions director here, and that means that you're responsible for everything, really, from the music to the crap that goes on the field in between innings. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. If there's a T-shirt toss going on, or we're doing some musical chairs out there with the mascot, we got a skit, whatever it is, that's my domain.
Yeah, and intern John, who is working with us at the radio station, he'll be here in a little bit. He's just finishing up a class, and he's going to come out and take some pictures for us at the media day stuff. He's working for you.
That's right.
What do you think of him so far? Because he's a clown, man. He's a top of the dugout, entertaining the crowd kind of guy.
Oh, he's the perfect guy for this role. And clown's perfect. In fact, we were doing something the other day, and he lost his name badge, which I had just given him 2 hours before.
Right.
So he lost the name badge. I found it. I called him. I said, "Hey, John, you missing anything?" And he goes, "Is it my phone?" I said, "No, you're on your phone right now. I just called you." He goes, "Name badge?" I said, "Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go." But no, man, he's been great. He's learning the ropes.
He's on the dean's list over there. That's telling me that the dean's list must not be too tough to make. That's what you're telling me.
That's UAH, right?
UAH dean's list. Wow.
Hey, I graduated from there, so I mean,
did you really?
The bar's a little low.
I didn't know you were a Charger.
I'm a Charger, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's good stuff. We've been carrying Charger basketball since the station launched, I think, back in 2009. But, you got a lot of cool things that are going on, a lot of contest skits, all that kind of stuff. And do you read the house a little bit as it's going on and kind of, get a sense of, there's a little bit of a lull here. They're getting quiet. We're down a few runs. It's warm. It's cold or whatever. Do you have to kind of read the house and decide what you're going to do?
You definitely do. And that makes me think of a moment last year. I think the Pandas were down like 11 runs. And I had a game coming up once we got the third out. But I think they put 8 runs up in that inning. House was dead. Yeah. And now I'm supposed to go, "Hey, who's ready to toss around some volleyballs? Have a little fun." It's not going to go over very well there.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, we hit a home run. Then as our runner was going across third base, he got into a little Donnybrook over there with the third baseman.
Nice.
Fight starts, bench is clear. Now everyone's juiced up. Huh? So now I know we got a little something here. But you got to read it. Happy hour nights are a little more lively earlier than they normally are.
They do Thirsty Thursday here?
We got some happy hour deals on Thursdays. Yeah, and we'll have some daily specials every day. So if you're a little thirsty after work, this is a good spot to come check out.
Did you and John put on some kind of big Bubble Boy suits and fight or something here?
Yeah.
What is that all about?
We had the Bubble Boy sumo over there during a local high school game.
Are you testing out stuff? Do you test out stuff during a high school game?
We did.
See if this bit ain't going to work.
Yeah, we did the dry run, and I was bringing the boom to John. I told him, I said, "Hey, bring it right here because I'm coming at you." All right, and I think he brought 90%. I was bringing about 105, and so we're going to get him up to 105, and I took the W there, but I think he's going to get some more here.
That might be why he's been in the weight room lately. See, he started working out. I'm like, "Why are you working out?" He goes, that costume, that running that buzz thing around a little bit, that's a little bit heavy.
He's going to have a Rocky IV workout montage here in no time, I'm sure.
Exactly. So now you're the dude on the field.
I'm the dude.
Doing all of that stuff, and then you got another dude that's upstairs doing the music and all that. But are you DJ Ricky when it comes to during the week, setting up the music that they're going to play? Or does the music guy get to play whatever he wants to play?
We got our guy upstairs, Rob Sternberg. He runs the whole music production, video board stuff.
Right.
He's great at that, been doing that for years, so he handles that. And then, sometimes I'll be a part of a dance crew that dances in the middle of the sixth because everyone wants to see that, right?
Right.
So I'll coordinate with him, get him the music, all that. So we work very closely together.
Do they drag? What do you do when they drag the infield in the seventh inning? You do anything good with that?
Yeah, we drag the dirt, and then halfway we drop the drags, and we bust into dance.
Oh, really? Now, you on the drag team?
Yeah, the first one I did, I messed up. I dragged over second base, and the players yelled at me. So I learned a lesson, but I got it down now.
Get a little kid, like 2 or 3 years old kid, set him on the drag, set him on the chain, and just drag him around the infield. Wouldn't it be funny? I mean, that would be funny as hell.
That would save us after a bad dance for sure. So we'll get a kid over here.
So
play me off.
I want to drag a kid around a little bit. So, how often, who do you have to run your bits by? Like, if you got an idea, do you got to go to Lindsay or Garrett or somebody, or do you just run it and then get, like, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission?
That's one we use very often here. Sometimes you gotta pick which hill you want to die on for some of those. But yeah, Lindsay, we got a team here in our marketing department, so we go over some stuff, and every once in a while we go, hey, let's just give it a shot, see what happens. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah, come up with some ideas and stuff. There's actually, like, all throughout Minor League Baseball, there's it's like almost like a union of you people, right? Of your promotion guys. You're sharing ideas, like you got a back channel and stuff in it. Hey, did you see what they did in Lehigh Valley last night?
Oh,
you know what I mean? You guys know what's going on at other places and what works and what doesn't work.
Oh, I'm trained now. Anytime I get on Twitter and see a video of a kiss cam where they did something and it went viral, I go, God, how did we not think of that? You know, so it's definitely a thing.
2 chicks sitting next to each other, put them on a kiss cam. Hey. I'm just saying, these days you never know.
Well, my boss is around the corner. Let's talk about this a little later.
I'm just saying.
Meet me in the parking lot.
You just never know what you're going to find. That's just the way this thing rolls. All right, well, it's good to see you, man. You look good, even with the man bun thing or whatever that is going on in the back. It's good to see you, and I know you're fired up for the season because you're a baseball guy. I mean, I remember back before you had the gig, you had, like, the first Pandas hat that came out. You had the jersey. You had all of that kind of stuff. So you have kind of been down with this right from the beginning, and you have baseball in your blood. Am I lying? I mean, I don't know if you played ball or whatever, but you're a big baseball fan.
Yeah, I played a little ball. I wasn't very good. I used to let the pitcher hit me with the ball because I couldn't. That was the best way for me to get on base. Yeah. Then umpires got all weird and threatened to throw me out or something, whatever. But
manager would say, "You go out there and stand on the plate, son."
Yeah. Oh, I did. There was one. It was so slow. I stared there and looked at it. I said, "Come on, here we go, and dink." Now we're on first. But yeah, big sports guy, big baseball guy, and man, we're excited. 5 days away, baby.
How did you let him beat you up in the contest where you had the whatever those costumes on are, the blow up costumes or whatever? He says he whooped you.
So it was my first.
Is that when you started lifting?
Listen,
I know you've been in the gym.
Right. It was my first time getting in one of those costumes or whatever they're called, and I was just like down there. I was like super anxious. I was hoping that I wouldn't fly through it because I felt like it wasn't tight enough. So I didn't want to go head to head with him, literally.
Right.
So.
Sure.
When I got out there, I was very excited. Had a lot of people watching me. I was like, "This is new." And then we hit each other once. That was fun. Took me a lot longer to get up, and then I finally got up, and he was already coming back at me. He was charging me quick.
Yeah.
And he hit me, and I tried to make it look like I got destroyed.
Yeah.
And then I looked down, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm past this line," and I was very upset with myself, and I felt
you told me you lost your name tag at one time too.
The day I got it, yeah.
The day you got it.
I have it on me just in case.
I want proof.
Yeah. I mean, he's bringing it with intern John with the name tag. All right. By the way, that is intern John. He's here to help us with some photos later on when media day gets started. All right, man. Don't go easy on him.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Just make him do whatever it is that you want to do. He is multi-talented, I will say. He's multi-talented. If you've ever seen any of his YouTube videos, I mean, they're unbelievable. I mean, they do some good YouTube videos, so you guys will have a good time. And it's coming up Tuesday night, man.
That's right.
Tuesday night, we're giving away tickets. Tuesday night, folks can come on down there and have a good time.
TrashPandasBaseball.com. Get them now while they're still available.
Yeah, there are single tickets, and they're in a bad seat in this house. I mean, this place is it's incredible. Great place to watch a baseball game. That's Ricky Fernandez. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Tricky Ricky is. We used to call. I don't know if they still call him Tricky Ricky. I think they do.
Glad you didn't.
Matt. Hey, all right, Matt. That's it. That's a good job by him. I don't know how many rules we just violated. I think
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think he's still doing a little bit of stuff on the side with my other guy, but that's maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. Hey, we're here. I mean, if something's going on, let's just be honest. If something's going on in sports in the Tennessee Valley,
We got you covered.
97.7 ESPN The Zone. We're here.
Yeah.
We're here. Last week it was the Huntsville Championship. We're here. It's media day. I understand not everybody can be here because I understand that not everybody, has live programming all day long and different day parts and everything. I get that. I understand some places can't do that. We're committed to doing that. And, so if you have something in the morning, we got somebody for you. If you have something in the midday, we got somebody for you. If you got somebody in the afternoon, we got somebody for that too.
Yep.
So that's it's just the way it is. What can I tell you? We also have Braves baseball coming up tonight at
5:50.
6 o'clock, 5:50 for the pregame, 6:05 or so for the first pitch. Oh, the sprinklers went on. Oh, look at that. Reminds me of a great scene in Bull Durham when they need a rainout. You know what I mean? When they had played like 22 straight days and they needed a rainout, and they went and set the sprinklers on at the field they were playing the next day, and they got themselves they soaked the field and got themselves a rainout. I don't think that's what's going on here. All right, let's get a break in there. When I come back, I've got a couple of things that I really want to get to that are college football things because I think I get fired or something if I don't get a college football note in
Tigers 1 under through 6.
So he made birdie on 6 when he knocked that one in there stiff. Man, 1 under, by the way, is good for what? 1 shot back?
2.
Oh, somebody got to 3?
I believe so.
All right. So let's see what we got. No, 2 is the lead.
Oh, really?
Henry Higgs is leading at 2.
Good old Henry Higgs.
Tiger Woods' name is the 3rd name down on the board. He's the first 1 under they put up on the board. Boy, what a shock.
They didn't go alphabetical order.
No, not in alphabetical order. It's Tiger Woods, and then after him, Niemann. Adam Scott's 1 under through his first 4 holes as well.
Tiger's in the tree.
Uh-oh. All right, we're going to break. We'll come back with more right after this on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
At Gibson's Barbecue, they're celebrating 66 years in business. And to show you how much they appreciate you, every Monday and Tuesday through the end of April, they'd like to give you a free slice of pie with the purchase of any meat-topped potato, meat-topped salad, and lunch or dinner plate. A free slice of delicious Gibson's pie. And this week, it gets even better with our zone deal. Beginning Friday morning, get $50 of delicious Gibson's breakfast, lunch, or dinner for just $25. Our Gibson's zone deal will be available Friday morning at 977ESPN.com.
Outdoor season is coming. Can't wait.
Here at Brooks & Collier, neither can we. Outdoor season is also grilling season.
And we have plenty of grills and smokers in stock. From Traeger, Blaze, and Big Green Egg.
There's the greenhouse. New indoor items and home furnishings as well.
Whatever it takes. Browse over 2 acres of furnishings. Can't wait.
How about you? North Alabama's indoor and outdoor living headquarters for over 75 years.
813 Meridian Street and at brooksandcollier.com.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here. Right now, indoor air quality occupies top-of-mind awareness for families and business owners. Rick Smith and the trusted professionals at Environmental Comfort Systems can take care of your indoor air quality concerns with their state-of-the-art indoor air quality solutions. Environmental Comfort's indoor air quality systems remove 99.9% of airborne contaminants so you and your family can breathe clean, fresh air. If anyone in your family suffers from allergies, or if you just want the security of knowing the air you breathe inside your home is free from viruses, bacteria, pet dander, dust, and odors, Environmental Comfort Systems are the professionals to call. Environmental Comfort also carries state-of-the-art, high-efficiency comfort systems that increase home comfort, keep humidity in check, and help you save money on your energy bills. Give my friend Rick a call or visit them online at envcomfort.com and breathe cleaner air today. Environmental Comfort Systems, Alabama license number 92314.
If you're ready to lower your utility bills, it's time to call Eagle Insulation. Eagle can handle it all. Attic re-insulation, insulation removal, wall insulation, and new construction insulation, commercial and residential. Our primary goal is to save you money, and lots of it. Typical clients realize their return on investment within 3 to 6 months. That means the re-insulation actually pays for itself and then some. See if we can help you. Contact Eagle Insulation today, 256-755-1556, or log on insulatewitheagle.com.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now, and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialists from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you, so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Thursday, expect mostly sunshine, high temperatures topping out in the low to mid 60s. For the afternoon, we could also see gusty wind as high as 25 miles per hour. For your Thursday night, a partly cloudy sky, low temperatures fall into the lower 40s. Our next rain chance looks to come on Friday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
So who is Wes Neighbors?
He's going to put an ass whooping meter on next year.
Does Wes know?
1 or 2 or 3 cans of whoop ass.
We can all figure it out. Weekday afternoons, 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come?
God, this ruined a great song for me. I love this song. I got a daughter named Caroline. I used to sing Sweet Caroline to her.
Touching hands.
Then the Red Sox started playing.
Reaching out.
Ugh.
Touching me.
Why are you playing Dirty Water, brother?
Ugh.
Come on now.
Sweet Caroline.
Love that song. Love Neil Diamond.
You need to follow this up with some Dirty Water for me, please.
Hate the Red Sox, though. Welcome back, Thom Abraham Show. This segment brought to you by North Alabama Mortgage. At North Alabama Mortgage, they got the right product for you to get you into your mortgage, whether it's a refi or whether it is a new purchase. They've got it all for you at North Alabama Mortgage. Let's slip in a little bit of top of the hour text here. And then I'll get my football take in here because I think we're done with breaks now. Grumpy says that the Phillip is the greatest caller you ever had. Does the Phillip live in Virginia? Yes, the Phillip lives in Virginia. The Phillip is actually, he moved from Virginia to Nashville. And he used to listen to my show in Nashville. And he has followed me ever since then, no matter where I'm at on the app. He's the guy that says in the open, in the top of the hour open, that says, he's the greatest show on the radio. You're the messiah of sports radio. That's the Phillip. That's him that says that. So interesting that Grumpy likes Phillip because a lot of other listeners don't. Usually the text I get regarding Phillip is that's the worst caller in the history of the world, but Grumpy says that he's the best caller in the history of the world. Kramer says, sounds like a nice, relaxing venue for the show today. Oh, yeah, Kramer. Go watch the video. Go look at the snippets that show up on the Facebook page, and later on you can watch it in the on the replay, and you can see it's extremely comfortable out here because we are here on the mezzanine looking out over the stadium, over the field, and it is outstanding. There's no question about it. Kentucky quarterback Will Levis has an interesting NIL deal on the table. It takes advantage of his connection to the state of Kentucky. Now, Levis entered into a partnership with Claiborne Farm and its stallion, War of Will. Remember War of Will from the Kentucky Derby last year, finished in the middle of the pack, 7th in the Kentucky Derby last year. The idea is for Levis to promote War of Will Levis, during Kentucky's upcoming breeding season. War of Will is a Grade 1 winner on both the turf and the dirt, and the earnings of more than $1.9 million, including the 2019 Preakness Stakes, which he won that. So, NIL deal, he is promoting a stud horse. I mean, there's just so many places you could go with that. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just so many ways you could go with him promoting a stud horse. I'm not sure. And then there's this. I'll maybe flesh this out a little bit more tomorrow. I did not know about this, and I'm not that guy on the radio that acts like I know everything about everything, because I don't. I'm just doing my show, and then there's things that I'm like, when did I miss this? And I missed this apparently. Part of the NIL deal is schools are allowed to schools are allowed to pay players for getting good grades. This is an NIL thing. They can. I didn't know this. Yeah, you can actually pay a player bonuses for getting good grades.
I may have done better in school.
Yes. What an incentive.
Is this with or without the tutors?
I don't think it matters. I think what's weird, they can pay an athlete up to $5,980, $6,000. You could pay an athlete up to $6,000 per year as a reward for academic performance. The oddly specific dollar amount was calculated during the legal proceedings because it's equal to the maximum amount of financial value an athlete can receive in 1 year from awards related to their athletic performance, such as Conference Player of the Year or the Heisman Trophy. You win the Heisman Trophy, you get $5,890. Who the hell knew? You know what I mean? So anyway, you can pay the players for getting good grades. Now here's the rub. Only 22 of the 130 schools in Division I are actually using this and paying their players. Alabama is not one of them. Well, according to the list I got, Nick Saban said it last night. Oh, Nick Saban said, so he's correcting this list apparently. Yeah. Okay, all right, because it's the. All right, so Alabama, Scott, it does know everything. All right, so Scott Tyson just told that Nick Saban said last night they are paying the players bonuses for this thing. According to the list I had, there was 22 schools in the SEC. It was Arkansas, Auburn, Ole Miss is doing it, South Carolina, Tennessee, Missouri. They're in the SEC. I don't know if you knew that or not. Kentucky, LSU. All right, so and apparently Alabama. So now we know that Alabama is doing it as well, thanks to Scott for that. What happened to Tiger after he hit it in the woods?
He laid it up on his second one right before the bunker, and he is still waiting.
So he hasn't finished the hole yet?
No.
Okay, so he hasn't made bogey yet?
No.
So
still one under.
Still one under on that deal. 34 schools said they have yet to decide if they were, if or when they would start paying academic basis bonuses. 20 said that they will not make bonus payments this year, but plan to make them in the future. I thought maybe Saban wasn't doing it because he was thinking that, you know what, your job is to get good grades.
No, Scott's right. He did go there last night on the press conference, which aired during the drive last night.
Yeah, I wonder if I was thinking he would be like, you know what, I ain't paying you for getting good grades. You should get good grades. And finally, the NBA has a sticky predicament, Grizz. with its players taking too many games off. Adam Silver says, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Too many star players taking games off. I got an answer, Grizz. Let's shorten the season. You don't want to play 82 games? Fine. Shorten the season is like 60. And, oh, by the way, shorten their pay, too, to the same thing.
So my idea for this issue is to expand the season just a little bit, but give them more rest time in between their games.
No.
So you don't have a 3-3 or because
or a back-to-back night.
So still 82 games, but you're saying stretch it out a little bit.
Stretch it out.
So
stretch it out.
Play a little bit.
Play 82, but stretch them out a little bit longer.
Let me tell you something. NBA salaries average about $8 million a year. Interestingly, NHL salaries average about $3 million a year. But you know what? The NHL guys, they play a much more physical game. And you have to be like on an operating table to get those guys out of a game.
Yeah.
Those guys will get hit in the face with a puck, go back, get 3 stitches in their face, and not miss a shift. You never hear about hockey player begging out of games or taking rest games or any of that stuff. And that's a much more physical game than the NBA. Just play your games. If you don't want to play an 82-game season, play less games.
Tiger's still -1, getting ready for his 3rd shot on hole number 7. 1 shot back of the lead.
That's a par 4, number 7. All right, that's going to do it for us. Pay attention to all our social media pages, and you can see some of the great stuff from Media Day later on when everything gets posted. It starts in about an hour here at Toyota Field. Riz mixed the show and did a great job. Chuck Oliver is coming up next. Then it's Paul Feinbaum. Then it's The Drive with Wes and Steve. With Drew and Steve. And then Braves Baseball. 5:50 tonight on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and